Hello, and welcome to this somewhat bonus episode to celebrate the fact that we are halfway through the year. I have never done this tag before, but I was tagged to do this video by Sammi's Screen. I love her channel. Please go and check it out, and I am very excited to do this video because it seems like a lot of fun. Now, I will say, Sammi in her video for this talked a lot about 2026 releases. I can't do that. I've only watched one 2026 drama. It has been a very weird year for me, kind of like 2025 as I talked about, but I will still talk about dramas, but they'll just not be 2026. I've only watched 15 drama this year. Some of them were rewatches. This will be a very different video than hers, but I hope that you guys still enjoy it because I like doing these. If you like this video and want to play along, please answer the questions in the comments. Let me know what your answers are. Let me know what you think about this video. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to do. How this works is apparently this is a thing on the side of book YouTube, but Sammi just adapted this for dramas and it sounded fun. And she tagged me. Let's get into some of these questions. The fact that I'm going to be reading some of this, I'm going to be looking off to the side a lot. Just FYI. The first question is, and I'll write all these questions in the description so you guys can play along as well. The first question is, how many dramas have you watched so far this year? I have watched 15 dramas as of July 4th. 8 Chinese dramas, 5 Japanese dramas, 2 K-dramas. That's a small number for me. Usually I double. Usually I've watched a lot more, but that's my number. I will say I also have watched 13 movies. So I've watched 15 dramas and 13 movies and 1 TV show. The movies are high. I normally don't watch movies. Favorite drama you've watched so far this year? This is a hard one because do I talk about the one 2026 drama that I finished this year or do I talk about something else? I won't talk about the rewatches. I have rewatched a couple dramas for podcasts, so I'm not going to name those. But something new that I watched. Let's see. New fave drama. I'll do two. I'll do a 2026 drama and I'll do one that's not. The 2026 drama, the only 2026 drama I've watched at all, is Love Between Lines. I love this drama. It was very unexpected for me to love this drama, but I did. Highly recommend Love Between Lines. And then an older drama that I absolutely love and adore is Unnatural. So the other drama I'll name is Unnatural. It's a 2018 drama, but I watched it this year. Fantastic Japanese drama. And I can't recommend it enough. Next question is new release you haven't watched yet but want to. My God, there are so many that I want to watch that I haven't watched because I haven't watched like any 2026 dramas. Okay, so one that I really want to watch that actually got awarded, I think it was a Magnolia Award. Was that the awards in China that just started or just finished? Sword in the Plowshares. I really want to watch this drama. I said I was going to because I love Bayou. I have yet to click play on it. It apparently is really good and also got nominated and I think won a bunch of awards. I really want to watch Swords in the Plowshares. And then I guess I'll name another one. Another one that I just haven't gotten around to watching is Sunset Secrets and Regrets. I really want to watch this one as well. Just to name a couple. I have like a list of like 100 dramas from this year that I want to watch that I never clicked play on yet. There's so many dramas from this year that I am excited for and I just haven't clicked play on. But those are two. Those are two that kind of come to mind. Best 2026 release. Again, there's only one that I've watched, but Love Between Lines, I think is a fantastic romance Chinese drama. Very low angst. The mature relationship, you get multiple couples. Granted, the second couple, I wish we gotten more. You kind of got an inkling they were going to become a couple, but the lead couple is fantastic. I love their moments. I did a full review of this on my podcast, but Love Between Lines is my only 2026 release I've watched, but it's worth it. I totally recommend it. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Oh my God, there's so many. There's so many. Second half of the year. You know what? One of my most anticipated releases is the new Mystic 9 drama. Like Archives of Narnia Mystery, I want to watch, but they're doing the second season of the Mystic 9, which is rumored for a summer release, but could be wrong on that. I'm a huge fan of the Lost Tomb series. Anytime they make a drama of this series, whether that's a season 2, a spin-off, or whatever, I'm excited for. The Mystic 9 Against the Coming Storm, I'm really looking forward to that. A Shot for Killers Season 2. I love A Shot for Killers Season 1, so I can't wait for that release. And then I guess we'll do Dr. X. I think that's coming out in October. I heard the Japanese drama that's based off of is really good, so I'm interested in both the Japanese drama because I've never watched it, but also how a K-drama is going to take that. That's a couple that I'm looking forward to. I have a long list of dramas I'm looking forward to, though. Let's see. Next question. Biggest disappointment. I really wasn't disappointed by anything I watched this year. I mean, okay, I guess this is like maybe a little bit of cheating, but I watched all of the Medical Examiner Dr. Chin series this year, and I wanted more of them to be good. Season 1 is a classic, and I love it, and it's great. I wish others in the series lived up to season 1. There are some okay ones and some that were absolutely atrocious and you shouldn't watch. I wish more of them in those series were better, not just okay. So I guess that was my only disappointment of this year. Sorry, that's kind of like cheating a little bit, but I really didn't have like a ton of disappointments this year because even the ones I dropped so far this year, I shouldn't really have started in the first place, in my opinion. So was I disappointed? I don't know. Biggest surprise, hands down, The Mirage. The Mirage is a late 2025 drama that I started. Surprised me so much. I was so impressed. Yeah, that's lower budget. Yeah, the acting is not the greatest. It's not the worst either. There's no traffic stars in it. The story, though, is fantastic. Well written, very good twist. It's highly entertaining. Definitely the biggest surprise of the year for me, for sure, The Mirage. Most overrated. See, I don't know if I have an answer for that either because I'm still watching Pursuit of Jade and I haven't watched a lot of the 2026 dramas. Okay, I might take a little heat for this. Blossom. I finished Blossom this year. It was good. I still rated it an 8.5 out of 10. I think my expectations were way too high though for it because it was a sleeper hit of 2024 and a lot of people love it. A lot of people rated a 10 out of 10, and I think since I had watched this after Prisoner of Beauty, I was expecting a lot and it didn't reach my expectations. It's not a bad drama whatsoever. It really isn't, but I would say that is my only overrated of this year so far because I think I went into it with too high of expectations. It's still a fantastic drama, but I would have to say it's Blossom for sure, most overrated. Next question. Fave new actor or actress? Who did I add to my list this year so far? Fave new actor for sure is Denkai. I knew of him. I have a lot of his dramas on my plan to watch list, but Pursuit of Jade is the first time I actually watched him in a drama, even though I've known he's been around for a long time. I have not finished Pursuit of Jade yet, but from what I've seen in Pursuit of Jade, love him. Love him, Denkai. Really good. I definitely want to check out more of his dramas. I have a lot of his dramas on my plan to watch list, both upcoming and some of his older ones. Definitely one of my favorite actors now, for sure. Newest fictional crush. Newest fictional crush. Newest fictional crush. Okay, this is gonna be 2. I'm gonna name 2. So the first one that came to mind immediately was the male lead from the Yakuza Boss's Beloved. This is an older drama. It's a 2025 drama, but I finished it in 2026. The male lead is played by Tatsuka Shota. His character name is Odagiri Ren. He was a Yakuza boss, but also an office worker. His character was such a fun character watch in this drama. Highly recommend Yakuza Boss's Beloved. Definitely was a great character to watch. He was probably one of my newest fictional crushes. And then the easy one, of course, is Love Between Lines. Chang Xing-shu's character in Love Between Lines, for sure. Dai Shu's character as well, but his character is a red flag in that drama. But He looked good doing it. Daishu looked amazing doing it, but his character's a red flag. I would not want to be with his character. Chen Xingqiu's character, though, in Love Between Lines, great. Biggest ship, I would say Love Between Lines for sure. All the couples in Love Between Lines. The second couple needed to become a couple. Second one, I'd say, was Coroner's Diary. I think all three of those couples were fantastic. I wish we got more scenes with them. I liked all of them, so those were a lot of fun. I haven't finished Pursuit of Jade in order to talk about that much. I would say those two shows. Show that made you cry. Oh man, I cry very easily when it comes to shows, when it comes to dramas. So I cry pretty much all the time. Okay, a funny one I'm gonna name, which I still cry, is Culinary Class Wars Season 2. I cried in the last episode of this when the winner talked about his background. I was like sobbing. And then I also cried when my favorites left. I cried during season 1 as well, but Culinary Class Wars season 2, I cried for like the last 3 episodes of that show. So that's like a funny one for sure. It's not a drama, but a movie I watched. Better Days. I cried so much in that movie. It's a fantastic movie, fantastic Chinese movie if you haven't watched it, but I cried a lot with that. Hard watch, very hard watch, I will say. Okay, Roman Empire scene you can't stop thinking about. Pretty much any couple scene in the Love Between Lines. That's an easy one. I loved that romantic couple so much in Love Between Lines. And for anybody who has watched my content for any length of time, you would be very surprised at Love Between Lines. I've been talking about that show so much because it's normally not my genre at all. It normally is not. But man, that main couple was so good. That lead couple was so good in that drama, for sure. Best soundtrack. Ooh, okay. I watched all of the Rurouni Kenshin movies this year in the first half of 2026. They have fantastic OSTs. The live adaptions. I watched all the live adaptions of the Rurouni Kenshin movies. Fantastic OSTs. I love the OSTs of those movies. I might be a little biased with that because the main J-rock band that did the OSTs is one of my favorite bands of all time. Fantastic OSTs for those movies, though. Recommendation you probably never heard of. I'm gonna have to go with The Mirage. I know I've talked about this before, but it's so underrated. Not a lot of people have watched it. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I did because since a lot of people haven't watched it, there's not been a lot of conversation about it. The story is just so good. It's so entertaining and so unique and really stands out. And I can't say enough about The Mirage. It's really good. Granted, there's no traffic stars. The acting could be better. The story is where it sells for sure. Last question is, what shows do you need to watch by the end of the year? My God, I have so many. I have so many. I mean, I want to watch The Glory. I haven't watched Glory. Unveiled Jade Wind, The Truth Within, as I said, Swords and the Plowshares, The Dark Romance. I have some longer dramas that I need to watch for podcast episodes that aren't 2026 dramas, like Goodbye My Princess, for example, and Yangshi Palace, so I need to watch those by the end of the year. I have so many dramas, both 2026 releases and others that I want to watch by the end of the year. So many, but those are a few. And that is the end of the questions. Thank you, Sammi, for tagging me in this video. I'm not going to be tagging anybody, but maybe I'll tag the people who watch this video. Let me know your answers to the questions in the comments. Please play along. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video. I had so much fun making it, and thank you, Sammi, again. See you in the next one. Bye.